Good morning, friends. He missed one video and he is so super excited this morning. He came running over and jumped in my lap. It's been a crazy morning at my house so far. They decided they needed to cut a hole in my street and I am trapped in my house. They've blocked my driveway and a whole bunch of other things and they didn't even tell me they were going to do it. So it's been a very interesting morning so far. It is kind of a gloomy day. I see the sun is trying to peek out, but I know that we are supposed to have more rain later tonight. And it is a little warm out there. Shockingly, I was surprised when I was outside. So today's word of the day is demonstrate. And we do this all the time at school because when you demonstrate something, you show how to do it. So it is a verb because it is something that we do. So today, when you're at home with your families, I want you to think of a way that you can demonstrate something to them. It could be as simple as opening a box of cereal so that you don't rip the bag and make a giant mess. So you would demonstrate how to do something. We show the little dinosaurs things all the time and showing them how to do something. And then they demonstrate that they think they are too big for my house. Like yesterday when Savannah crawled up on top of the stool and then was on top of my table because she wanted to steal her brother's juice cup. It almost gave us a heart attack last night. So make sure you demonstrate good things, not things that are going to scare your family. So since today is kind of a gloomy, gross day outside, I figured we could use a fun book. I know that this one is an oldie, but it is a goodie. It is The Cat, the Dog, Little Red, The Exploding Eggs, The Wolf, and Grandma. And I know we've read it this year, and I've read it in the years past, and it's still a good one. We're going to turn the computer so there's less of Miss Schultz and more book. And it sounds a little complicated to me. There once was a sweet little girl who lived with her father and mother in a pretty little cottage at the edge of the village. She always wore a red cape with a hood, which suited her so well that everyone called her Little Red Riding Hood. What's this? It's a story about a little girl who always wears a red cape with a hood. Cool. I love stories about superheroes. What's her superpower? She doesn't have any special powers. It's not that kind of story. So what happens? Well, one morning her mother asked Little Red Riding Hood to take a basket of eggs, butter, cake, and sweets to her grandmother. So kindness is her special power? Does she hypnotize bad guys into being nice? And what kind of candy? Look, do you want to hear the story or not? So where was I? Little Red Riding Hood was on her way to her grandma's house when she met a wolf. A wolf? Excellent! They're always the bad guys in stories like this. I bet she zaps him with her kindness ray. She does not have a kindness ray. She has a basket of eggs and butter and cakes and sweets. How does she fight crime then? Does she have a cool kind of flying gadget basket? Are they exploding eggs? There is no kindness ray, no flying basket, and no exploding eggs. She's just a sweet little girl with terrible fashion sense on her way to see her grandmother. Oh, okay. Let's hear the rest of the story. Well, the wolf asked Little Red Riding Hood where she was going, and she said, Grandma's house. So the wolf said goodbye and secretly headed to Grandma's house. Hang on, why doesn't the wolf man try to eat Hood Girl there and then? You're doing this on purpose, aren't you? How should I know why he didn't eat her? I wonder why the wolf prefers old ladies. Anyways, the wolf arrived at Grandma's cottage and saw the old lady lying in bed. She jumped up when she saw the wolf and locked herself in the closet. I think the wolf needs to be think bigger if he's going to be a supervillain. Maybe he could rob a bank on the way to Grandma's house? Are you listening at all? Special powers? No. Supervillain? No. Exploding eggs? No. Yes. Okay, so Grandma leapt out of bed and locked herself in the closet to be safe. Then the wolf put on some of Grandma's clothes and climbed into the bed, waiting for Little Red Riding Hood to arrive. Hang on. So now you're saying he does want to eat her? Yes. Anyway, this is my favorite part. She arrived and said, What big eyes you have, Grandma? And the wolf replied, All the better to see you with. She's not very bright, is she? I mean, if there was a wolf dressed up as my grandma, I might have noticed right away. And Little Red Riding Hood said, "What a big nose you have, Grandma." And the wolf replied, "All the better to smell you with, my dear. Let me see that book." And then she said, "What big teeth you have, Grandma." And the wolf said, "All the better to eat you up." But just at the last moment, Little Red Riding Hood's father arrived and chopped off the wolf's head with an axe. Gulp. And they all lived happily ever after. I'm not sure that the wolf was very happy in the end. So let's see if I have this right. The Red Hood is on her way to help an old lady when she meets the Wolf Man. He has an evil plan. He likes to dress up in girls' clothes and eat people. He and Red have a big battle, and Red's father puts an end to Wolfie. Well, sort of. It's not a very nice story, is it? Are you absolutely sure this is a children's book? That's it! I'm leaving you. Find your own book to read. Just one last question. What? Is Grandma still in the closet? Bonk! Ow! The end. So I hope you enjoyed that one. I know it's an oldie but a goodie, and it is always fun to read. Make sure you have an excellent day. Stay safe, stay dry. Air hugs for everybody. Miss Schultz does love you.